Hey guys, Tyler here with Calculated Kinetics, talking about the Paragon grips weighted insert. This is going to be for the MMP 2.0 metal frame competitor and the steel, or they call it the metal HD, I do believe. So here's the first one that we came out with. This is going to be what we'll call or refer to as version 1.0. It's great, added 2.4 ounces stainless steel, 3D printed, and we did it 3D printed to help keep those costs down. A lot of people say, well, why didn't you do brass? Well, we want to do brass, but we just don't want to be so expensive for you guys from a manufacturing standpoint. So 3D printed stainless steel is what we went with. So a few changes that we wanted to make with the 1.0 to the 2.0. So the 1.0, we didn't get this chamfer in here. I apologize. I'll own that. So we're going to add a chamfer into the 1.0 as well as the 2.0. And I'll explain the 1.0 versus the 2.0 because we will have them both for sale on the website. Another thing that we did is we opened up this channel for aftermarket magwells, and we actually worked directly with Floyd's to make sure that we had that and there was no issues and it worked on there just fine. So this would just be the 1.0, the first one we came out with. We're not going to sell this one anymore. We are, however, going to sell 1.0s where we add a chamfer into there so that you guys can put those magazines in there without any issues. And while we're here, sorry, this is unloaded as well as the steel. You guys take a look. Don't want to get Karen'd on YouTube here. So we're going to put the 1.0s for sale with that chamfer. Now you're probably wondering, well, why would you make 1.0s? We're not going to make 1.0s, but what we are going to do is we're going to make it right. And by making it right, what I mean is if you guys have a 1.0, one of these original ones, and you say, hey, I wanted to run a magwell, we are going to offer a turn-in credit. Now, I'm going to put that on the product listing on the website because I'm not exactly sure what that looks like. We're going to try and be as fair as possible. We're not here to, steal any money from anybody like that. We know that that's what you want. However, that being said, if you guys don't plan to run a magwell and you don't mind cutting off the frameless tool, which is in here, and you can see it actually right here. If you don't mind cutting off that steel tip from here to here, this works great. It gives you the 2.4 ounces, gives you that good balance so you don't get the, for lack of better terms, ass over tea kettle feeling, and it's going to be great. And so as we get these back for the turn-in credit, what we'll do is we're going to put a chamfer in here, and then you guys can modify them. I know a lot of you guys are do-it-yourselfers, already did that. A lot of you guys modified your pins to fit aftermarket wells. We also have some aftermarket pins for Floyd's only. Now, you have to forgive me. I think they have an EDC style pin and as well as a comp pin. I don't know exactly what the name of them is, but we do have some of those on hand that will gladly accommodate you. We're just trying to take care of you guys as the customers. So like I said, look for that on the product listing. We're going to try and figure out how we're going to do the turn-in credit. It will probably consist of you guys sending the 1.0s back to us once we receive them. Then we'll issue a refund on the first one. So once we do sell out of the modified 1.0s, so they will look like this, we're not going to make those anymore. We just think that it still is a good product. It's still very usable. It just, once they're gone, they're gone. And then we're going to go to the 2.0s, roughly the same weight. So we have this chamfer put into it. I'm trying to get it in focus here. We have the chamfer put into it. As you guys can see, it's taking the Floyd's with no issues whatsoever. It is tight, so when you put that pin in there, you do have to be a little bit aggressive, but it's not like the original ones where you had to file the pin down quite a bit. So that's going to be the 2.0. Weight is going to be pretty much the same. That chamfer takes fractions out. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm going to tell you that it's probably in the ballpark of 2.3 to 2.4 ounces. So really good balance. Like I said, prevents that ass over tea kettle. Look on the website when we list these tomorrow. I'm going to have a link for this video and then kind of explain the process. But I do think what the best thing to do is going to be just have you guys send us back your old ones. We will inspect it. These don't really get damaged. Once they're in the gun, they're surrounded by a grip. You might get a little bit of wear from magazines. So it will be those may occur, but we're still going to inspect them. If it's overly worn, then we're obviously not going to resell it. But we want to try and get you guys exactly what you want. And then from this point moving forward, once we sell out of the modified 1.0s, it's only going to be 2.0. So we're super excited about that. If any of you guys are paying attention and notice what the hell is on this guy's gun, we also got these new plates that we're going to be testing out tomorrow, and we're going to rename these plates. These plates are actually going to be a comp model and duty model, and I'll explain that in detail in another video. But we kind of went with the same lines as the SRO plate, push as far as possible to that loaded chamber indicator, and then we even tried to mirror this machine portion from the loaded chamber indicator, the ball mill end, and we are going to try and test this out and see how effective it is. I'm pretty excited. I think this thing's going to be pretty good. So that's it. You guys comment below. You know, we are facilitating the sales for Paragon grips, kind of a separate entity. Good group of shooters that wanted to do something, and so we are doing that. So one of the things like I always say in my videos is, hey, tell us what you're looking for. Well, I'd love to provide them with some feedback, and they're watching this, they're listening, they're looking at comments. What other firearms do you think are out there that could go for some Paragon weighted grip inserts? So we have a couple in mind that we think we want to do, but we take the analytics and the things that you guys say to us very seriously and try and make a plan from there. So thank you guys for everything. Love you, and the sale is going to start tomorrow.